What would any great party be without a great dish to share? We are going to be recreating and reinventing one of my favorite dishes from SoundWaves at Gaylord Opryland. I am joined by Chef Michael Coyle, the Senior Sous Chef at SoundWaves. Welcome to the Sami Cone Show.
Thank you so much. I'm very happy to be here.
Well, I cannot step into SoundWaves without eating a lobster roll. It's my absolute favorite. And we're going to turn it into a dip today, is that right?
We sure are, absolutely.
You are making all my dreams come true right now. So walk me through how we're going to get this started.
Yeah, so we're going to start off with some lobster meat here.
Okay.
So we got about 2 pounds here. Dump about a pound on in here.
Now let me stop you right there. This isn't something I normally cook at home. Do I have to cook the lobster to actually create this?
If you're feeling ambitious, absolutely. But any of your local public stores, Kroger, Publix, something like that, they should have it probably in the freezer aisle, or any local seafood market, you'll be able to get some for.
And it'll be like this, it'll be cooked,
yeah,
diced. Fantastic, yeah. Okay.
Now you can chop it up any way you like once you get it in. You can go kind of smaller, you can go kind of bigger chunks, whatever your personal preference is. But yeah, so I kind of do 50-50, kind of small diced and then some larger chunks.
And that's one of the things I love about this. I'm not normally one for dips like this, but I feel like there's so much meat, there's so much you can sink your teeth into that I love it. Now, tell us what you're putting in here.
All right, so we're putting in about a cup of mayo and then a cup of plain Greek yogurt. So we kind of use that, kind of lightens it up a little bit, brings it a little bit more of that summery, since you know it's hot outside. You don't want something that's just going to kind of sit in your stomach. So this is a great alternative to kind of lighten that mood. It's a little bit healthier too. So
now, as you're adding some of the other options, you mentioned that sun, fun in the sun. Yeah. Everything at SoundWaves, I feel like, is inspired by some of our favorite sunny destinations. Is that true? Yeah,
absolutely. So we want you to kind of think back to, what it is that you did, growing up, whether it's the beach, down south in Florida or something like that. So everything that we try to do, we try to, incorporate that into, that hot weather and just kind of, that light beachy mood.
Love it. Okay. Well, so we've got some celery in there. What else are we going to add?
So we're going to add some of our this is Opryland's secret barbecue spice.
Can we get in on the secret?
We're not going to get you in on the secret today, no. But any barbecue spice preference that you have from your store, if you want to make it yourself. Ours is a little bit on the sweeter side. We do put a little bit more sugar, brown sugar, white sugar on in there. So even if you want to, sweeten up your spice a little bit, you can just take whatever your spice of preference is and add a little bit of sugar. Okay. All right.
Got a little bit. Okay, so you're going to incorporate that.
Yeah.
Excellent. And SoundWaves is still open, right? I mean, it's even though we're getting into the cooler weather, it's 84 degrees all year round, right?
It's 84 degrees all year round, absolutely. So that's the great thing about SoundWaves is 365 days a year. It doesn't matter if it's the winter time and it's minus 10 degrees outside. We still are a wonderful, warm 84 degrees inside. We got this amazing roof, so the sun still comes down and you can still suntan.
You need your sunscreen.
Yeah, you need your sunscreen in January. That's unbelievable.
I love it. Okay, what else are we going to add?
So we're going to add some chives in here.
Okay.
About 2 tablespoons worth.
Great.
A little bit of parsley as well.
That gives it that fresh flavor. Now, can you add, let's say someone isn't, wanting the lobster, they're allergic to lobster. What else could you try this with?
I think shrimp would be a great option as well. Lobster, it's kind of a taste that not everybody's into, but shrimp's obviously definitely more popular. So if that's what you're into, then yeah, just substitute some cooked shrimp in there, and then you can. You'll get the same product.
Fabulous. Yeah. Okay. So, and I'm imagining you can kind of, take and leave some of these things as your preference dictates. And then would you chill that? So
I would chill it back down and let that yogurt kind of stiffen back up a little bit. And then again, it's all preference. So we kind of did 2 different items over here. One's got a little bit less of the mayo and the yogurt, and it's more of the salad type. So if you're looking for kind of bite stuff that you can walk around with, or this one that's a little bit wetter because we put a little bit more of that yogurt and stuff in there, that's more of your dip kind. So it's really just whatever your personal preference is and what it is that you're trying to do.
I love it. Now you mentioned that SoundWaves is still open. People can book fall getaways right now?
Yeah, so right now during fall we got some great deals for Davidson County and Nashville or Tennessee residents.
I love it.
And then coming into Christmas time, we have this great chill and thrill package available too. So you'll be able to get your room, tickets into ice, and then SoundWaves too, because like we said, 84 degrees. You can't miss that in December.
And the famous Opryland lights go on November 8th. So really, we're only a month away from holiday, which is crazy to think. But I would imagine people are going to want to book sooner rather than later because it is such a popular package.
Absolutely.
Okay. So if you want to go ahead and get that information, book your package, you're going to want to go to GaylordOpryland.com. Of course, we're going to have the lobster roll recipe on SamiCone.com, minus some of those secrets from the spices there. But you're really going to want to head over to get that Chill and Thrill package, book your fall getaway over at GaylordOpryland.com. Chef Michael, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
We're going to go so that we can dig in now.
You got it.